Hey, Caribbean Focus TV, it's Corey Renee. We are in downtown Atlanta at the Georgia Capitol, and it is Legislative Day. So we have so many different people in the building who are running for different types of office, and we have people who are running to be judges. Now, the thing is, yes, we have presidential elections coming up, but you cannot forget about your local and your state elections. They are just as important. So coming up in May is when you need to make sure that you get to the polls and you place your vote. So I have bumped into Mr. Stephen Knight, and he is running for Superior Judge in Georgia. How are you?
Yes. Hey, good afternoon, good morning, I should say, Stephen Knight, and appreciate the interview. Certainly, I would like to let you all know a little bit about myself. I am of Guyanese descent from Guyana in South America. My father was a judge, Stephen Knights. My mother was a school teacher, Hazel Knights, and I'm Stephen Knights Jr. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York City, where my father still has a law practice in Flatbush, Brooklyn, Stephen Knights, the law office of Stephen Knights. My mother still substitute teaches, and so my career path is such that my parents instilled in me that I should certainly stay focused on my education. The sky is always the limit, but reach for more. And so I graduated high school when I was at 16 years old in Brooklyn. Then I went to John Jay College of Criminal Justice, majored in criminology, and again, graduated at 19. In 3 years, I was able to do undergraduate school. I was with the New York City Police Department as an auxiliary police officer. I worked at the as a child protective specialist with the Administration for Children's Services. And then I went to law school in Michigan, Western Michigan, Thomas Cooley Law School. I was able to graduate the very top of my class, gave the valedictory speech. I graduated in 2 years, and then I also was able to stick around and do the Innocence Project and work as a public defender with the Washtenaw County Public Defender's Office. So I was able to excel very quickly based on my parents inspiring me and keeping me on the right track. I relocated to Georgia in 2006. My wife Keisha Knights and I bought our home in Lovejoy in 2006, and immediately I began working as a Solicitor General in Clayton County. A Solicitor General prosecutes people that are charged with misdemeanors. Then I became an Assistant District Attorney with the Griffin Judicial Circuit, became a drug prosecutor there. Everyone charged with possession with intent, all the way up to trafficking cocaine. So I got great exposure with the Fourth Amendment, interactions with law enforcement on a different level. Then I went back to Clayton County as a senior litigation assistant district attorney, all major felonies. I prosecuted those individuals: murder, rape, armed robbery, child molestation. You name the major felony, I was there. I even argued a case right here in downtown at the Supreme Court on the inconsistent verdict rule in Georgia, State versus Guajardo. You can look that up. One-man army. I took care of that oral argument, won the case, very pivotal case in Georgia. In 2012, I was appointed as a magistrate court judge in Clayton County. So I got more exposure in civil law as well as criminal law. And what most people don't know anything about is civil asset forfeiture. I'm very experienced with that. That's when someone gets arrested and their items get seized by the state. And so that's how that's done. And so right now what I'm doing is I'll be on your ballot in May 24th for Superior Court Judge in Clayton County. I'm not running against anyone. It's an open seat. I am the most qualified candidate. Once you do your research, that's what you'll find out. And I've been saying that for over a year, the most qualified candidate, Stephen Knights. How do you get a hold of me? Knights2016.com. That's KNIGHTS 2016.com. I'm on every social media platform you can think of. Judge Knights, KNIGHTS, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Periscope, Snapchat, you name it. You can find me on the Judge Knights, the most qualified candidate. And really quickly, I'm also a law professor. I've been teaching for 11 years now on the undergraduate and graduate levels. I teach sociology courses, legal studies courses, and criminal justice courses. I teach currently now at Clark Atlanta University, Morehouse College, and Southern Crescent Technical College. I was the former Associate Campus Dean at Strayer University in Morrow in Clayton County for about 5 years. So I have two careers. In the day I'm working, in the evenings I'm lecturing and inspiring our youth to be the best they can be. I also do free legal seminars. That's my community service. I tell people how to interact with the police, Fourth Amendment rights, etc. So I know it's a lot of information, and that's why I'm your most qualified candidate. We need more time, but Knights 2016 is my website. May 24th is the election. It's nonpartisan, so Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter. You have to vote in May. There is no November. If you don't vote in May, you cannot vote at all. And I encourage early voting, May 2nd through the 20th. Stephen Knights, your most qualified candidate for Superior Court Judge, Clayton County.
Well, boom. I didn't even have to ask
you
a
go.
question. He
right?
told me
So-
everything we need to know.
The bottom line, too, is that you're exactly right, Corey. In the beginning, you said people talk about the presidential election. We're right here at the Capitol with the legislative branch. The third branch is the judicial branch. If you think for a second judges don't affect your life, think again. If you think, oh, I don't live in Clayton County, who cares? Guess what? What happens if I have to fill in DeKalb or Gwinnett or Fulton or any other county? Judges can travel around. And guess what happens? If you see what happened with the presidential election, there was a case called Bush versus Gore. That was settled by the Supreme Court, the judicial branch. Judges are just as important. Remember, 6th grade social studies and American history class. 3 branches of government: executive, legislative, and judicial. Stephen Knights, your most qualified candidate. Knights2016.com. Thank you.
There you go, guys. We'll be back with a little bit more. Stay tuned and stay focused.